Hey guys, hope we're well. Let's get rid of that because it's not full time, but I'm back. I've just been on like a 6k walk after that Raiders game. So yeah, just been on a 6k walk. I'm back, ready to go, rejuvenated. Was able to negatively process the Warrington game earlier, and I'm ready to go. Rejuvenated, ready to crack on with what could be the best game of the night. Although the Raiders put on a pretty decent show. Good opening from them. So we'll see what the Panthers and Sharks can offer us. Hopefully it's a good one. Hopefully. Right. So we got 13 minutes until we kick off. If you have any specific predictions, do let me know in the chat. But I hope you guys are doing well anyway. It is currently 4:18 AM for me here in the UK. Oh God. I did actually put a bet on earlier. I backed my predictions from the predictions video. So, okay. So I put a tenner on the Raiders and Panthers winning. I'd win £38. That's actually £18 cash out right now. Could take it, but we'll see how this goes for now. Okay. Right. Sorry, I was just replying to an absolute imbecile. Do you know what? I'll just be back for the game. Yeah, this is unfortunately a bit pointless right now, so I'll just be back for the game. Okay, folks, we're a few minutes out now. It'd be nice if there was a bit of something on TV to feed off, but it's just a bunch of crap on Sky Sports waiting for the Panthers game to come up. Unless it's on a different channel, actually, as well. That has a bit before. Oh, right, there's this, actually. No, there's not. It's labelled NRL, but there's no NRL. It's actually Super League. Okay. So again, if anyone's got any specific score predictions, let me know. This one might be a pretty quiet stream. Might not be many messages in there to feed off. I'll try and commentate as best I can, because at the end of the day, this is going to be turned into a stream highlights video. So, yeah. Well, that was painful as a Wire fan. That was very painful. But we move. We move. So I think the only thing that's going to make it better now is if I win this bet. That's the only thing. Gets me £28 profit. That's a nice kit for Penrith. That's a very nice kit. I do think the Sharks have a strong team here. Could really do a bit of damage today. Just have to see how the back line is defensively. See how Trindle and Hines get on in the halves. Brayley through the middle as well. Decent options on the bench. Quite strong. Fanua Blake's going to have a huge impact though. We know that. Cameron McInnes giving the team talk for the Sharks before they come out. Very experienced player, strong leader. I was thinking for my predictions, like the Sharks, they've got a strong team here. Like Fanua Blake could have such a massive impact, but it's the Nathan Clearary factor. You just can't ever forget about it. Sharks are coming out. Let's get a trumpet, shall we? Let's get a bloody trumpet. Hey! Splendid. Absolutely splendid. So the Sharks are coming out. So Nico Hines last year, 18 games, 340 20s, 15 try assists, 49 average run meters. Interesting. Adam Fanua Blake, there he is, the big lad. Some danger to be done. Or damage, sorry, some damage to be done, I should say. As he causes danger. Kennedy, also on screen. Very well balanced fullback. Could offer a little bit of pizzazz on the edges today. So we'll have to see how the Panthers get on with Garner and Alamotti sort of having to adjust slightly over on that left edge. So we'll see. We'll see how they go on. They could be a target. Nathan Clearary leading the way. The Panthers are out. Get me my money, please. Thanks. The best in the game, Nathan Clearary. On stage. I think a few people have left the ground, actually. I thought it'd be packed out for this. I think some of the Wigan fans might have left. Some of the neutrals might have left. I think some of the Wire fans probably left as well after the first game. Wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't blame them either. So Game's about to kick off shortly. Any second now, folks. Any second now. We're about to get underway. And, folks, 3, 2, 1. We are underway. The Panthers kick to the Sharks, taken and handed off to Kafusi for the first carry of the game. Next carry from Kale Iro. Martin with that curly long hair now, the luscious locks. Fanua Blake with an early offload, putting Nikora under pressure. So interesting start there for the Sharks. Pinned back inside their own 10, so this is going to be dangerous for them. But Fanua Blake with another carry. Works it up to the 20. Gains a few extra metres there as well. Towards the right-hand side to Hines. So a return there from Edwards. Next carry, I believe that's McLean. Up to halfway, so the Panthers already in great field position to do something here. Kenny waits a dummy half, goes right to Yo, out the back to Clearary, fakes the switch back, then hands the ball off to Isaac Tango. Kenny to Yo in centre field. Last tackle, 30 metres out for the Panthers. They go right to Clearary, kicks the ball towards the back right corner. Decent kick chase as well, Mulatalo's up, collects it cleanly. Good job there from Ronaldo Mulatalo. Trindle hands the ball off to Kale Iro. And a penalty against the Panthers inside 10 metres, so a chance for the Sharks to work out their own end here and put a bit of pressure back onto the Panthers. Oh, they did not find touch, and it's collected by Dylan Edwards. Not what you want. Gets the ball off to McLean. Great meters there from Casey McLean. A little bit slow to get up. He's not in a good way. Surprised he managed to play that ball cleanly. He does not look good. Nah, he's off, surely. Surely. Oof. So it looks like Dane Laurie's going to be coming on. Straight onto the wing, possibly. Are they going to make some adjustments? We'll see. That's got to be tough, that, having to go off so early. He could be done for the whole game. But we'll see. So Laurie is now on. Cole with the number 6 jersey. A lot of trust in him. And Sharks knock on. Penalty against the Panthers for offside, though. Bit of argy-bargy, mate. Shocking. Unprofessional, lads. Unprofessional. Excuse me, I'm going to yawn. Ugh. So, Fanua Blake with the first carry. Sharks only 16 metres out. They go right with Hines. Switches back to Nikora. Brought down about 12 metres out. Brayley waits over on the right-hand side of the field. Towards the middle with McInnes. Straightens up, takes a carry. Straight at Yo, Kenny and Leota. Only a few metres out now for the Sharks. They go right. Trindle. Hines. Beautiful little pass up to Ramian. And the Sharks put up the first points of the game. In great field position. Not messing around. Executed beautifully. The Sharks put up the first point. So yeah, Laurie on that left edge having to replace McLean. Bit of disconnect. Hines draws in Garner. Laurie, oof. So studs into Nico Hines' face there, but great line from Ramian. He's capable of destroying defensive lines. Does have good acceleration. Does catch players out sometimes. There we go. That's the lead for Cronulla. Can they convert? Penrith, you'd imagine, will get back into process pretty soon. But Trindle, from right near the touchline to add the extras. Five minutes gone and the kick is... the kick's no good. So nice little pump fake from Nico Hines just to draw Garner in there. Nicely done from Nico Hines. This is the kind of year we want from him. Clutch player. Game winner. That's what we want. Controlling things, running things. That's what we want to see. So fair play to him. He is underneath the high ball. Gives it off to Kafusi for the first carry from the restart. Brayley waits. Hands the ball off to Stone Street. Only got a few games last year in the NRL, but impressed in a few games. It's a scoop from dummy half up to the 20. Hines waits at dummy half. They go left to McInnes. Quick play the ball there. Fanua Blake with the next carry up to the 40, dragging multiple defenders. So, good set for the Sharks. Trindle kicks from the 40-metre line. This would just go straight into the hands of Edwards. Shifts towards the left-hand side. Gets the ball off to Laurie, who can certainly shift. Gets it to Garner. Push towards the line, but they work it back towards the middle. Alamotti with the number 5 jersey today. 6 minutes gone in this game so far. Laurie through the middle. Just short of halfway. So third tackle, the Panthers been able to return pretty effectively here through the middle. Tango up to the Sharks 40 and just over it. So good set here. Good set here indeed from the Panthers. Yo spreads left to Clearary, fakes the switch back, and is just going to be caught in a dead end. So Kenny towards the middle with Cole, who's going to kick the ball high towards the back right. Mulatalo leaps, the ball bounces. I think he's recovered by the Sharks. Not really sure what happened there. It's a bit of a mess. But a penalty against the Panthers. They're going to let the Sharks have their own end once again. So a challenge. Captain's challenge from the Panthers. So, didn't fully hear what the referee said, but they're going to check this with the captain's challenge. We'll see as it goes. So, Mulatalo's up. So, it bounces onto the ground. Nobody touches it. Okay, ball touches the foot of Mulatalo. And then Trindle picks the ball up, so he's going to be offside. And therefore, the Panthers will have possession. Just 10 metres out. Successful challenge. So they've already had more successful challenges in the NRL this season than Super League. Congratulations. So fair play to the Panthers. Correct decision on the challenge. Fair play to them. So there's a scrum for the Panthers only about 12 metres out. So they can do a bit of damage here and respond fairly quickly after they just conceded the try from the Sharks, which was well worked. Tango takes a carry. Good effort there from Isaac Tango. Small player, but he's difficult to bring down sometimes. Towards the middle with Cole. Hands it off to Liotta. Brought down on the 10. Second tackle. Panthers go left with Yo. Switches back to Smith. Only 5 metres out. Kenny waits at dummy half between the sticks. Goes right to Clearary. Gives it to Edwards. Switches back to Tango. He'll take another carry. And it's 6 again for the Panthers. Kenny at dummy half. Switches back to Liotta, who runs to the right-hand side. Brought down on the 10 again. Kenny towards the middle with Liam Martin. Strong run from Liam Martin there. Looking for a quick play of the ball. Kenny goes left to Smith. Lindsay Smith brought down 4 metres out. They go left. Cleary. Another set restart. So Cole can just take the tackle there and they can settle for something else. Not really troubling the Sharks too much with any expansive plays. Sharks having to work hard to deal with the carries. Ball comes loose from Smith. The Sharks deal with it. Great defensive work from the Sharks. So as I said, didn't have to deal with the Panthers spreading the ball particularly effectively, but in terms of having to stay stout defensively on their own line from carries, good job from the Sharks. So 8.5 minutes gone in this game so far. Third tackle already for the Sharks up to the 20 and just over it. Now the fourth tackle coming up. Brayley at dummy half gives the ball to Kennedy. Takes it up to the 30. Dragged back a few metres. Plays the ball. And it's shifted right to Hines. Kicks high and long. Taken cleanly by Dylan Edwards. He's going to return up to their own 40. So the Panthers could be in great field position on the back of this set. Alamotti already makes 10 metres up to halfway. Kenny to Laurie, who takes a carry himself through the middle. Almost makes 10 metres himself, but he's dragged back a little bit. They go short side left to Smith, who then makes 10 metres himself. Fourth tackle. Yo. A strong carry through the middle. So, Panthers sticking to basics at the moment. Casey McLean is ruled out. Little chip up from Cleary. Molitalo cleanly takes it. 3 defenders in the tackle. They push him back over the 10. Strong defensive work. Maybe Edwards looking for a strip there, but he'll play the ball on the 10. Kennedy's going to scoop from dummy half. Strong hit from Martin. Could have been high. He's put a fist in the face there. That's a bit grubby, if I do say so myself. But that's 10 minutes gone. Fanua Blake. Is that Fanua Blake? It's not. Sorry. Same haircut, different player. Jesse Ramian. Excuse me. Brayley to Trindle. Kicks from behind the 40, but it's not really going for a 40-20 attempt here. Just towards the back left to Alamotti, who was very reliable last year. Didn't really know much about him going into the season, but impressed. Was very reliable on both sides of the ball. So let's see if he can continue that this year for the Panthers as they go for another premiership. We will see. Edwards through the middle. And then out the back to Cole, going left to Garner. Not seen Sirinen involved. Sorensen, sorry, not Sirinen. Sorensen. And penalty for the Panthers. So 11 minutes gone. 4-0 for the Sharks. Penalty for the Panthers. Casey McLean ruled out. So that's the recap right now. Cleary is going to kick this ball into touch and put the Panthers in great field position to do some damage now. They're going to start this set 40 metres out. Garner taps, hands it off to Cole and to Cleary, shifting right to Liotta. Still on the 40. Kenny, in centre field, goes left to Cole, switches back to Smith, finds a bit of a gap there, tries to get a quick play of the ball. Hello, thanks for joining the live stream. Hope you're doing well. Isaiah Yeo in possession, trying to shrug off a few defenders. Panthers now, third tackle coming up. 18 metres out, Kenny moves towards the middle, kicks the ball through, bounces off a Sharks player, recovered by Liotta, gets the offload to Kenny, spreads it left to Cole, bounces backwards, a little bit frantic, chips the ball directly into the hands of a Sharks player, and just ridiculous. Ridiculous. Anyway, Stone Street with a carry for the Sharks. Dragged back by 3 defenders. Back over the 20. Trindle. And another penalty from the Panthers. So the Sharks can work it out their own end now, once again. I mean, the last time they kicked towards touch from a penalty, they didn't even get it out. You're from Sri Lanka. Interesting. Well, thank you for joining. So, a carry from Teague Wilton gets an offload to Brayley, Hines, and to McInnes. So most of the possession in favour of Penrith at the moment. Sharks on the halfway mark, now into Panthers territory. On the 40, Fanua Blake plays the ball. Brayley goes left to Trindle, pops the ball up to Teague Wilton. Almost had a bit of success there. Into the middle with Kennedy, then across to McInnes. Up to the 24th tackle for the Sharks. Can they do more damage here? Brayley, right to Hines. Back towards the middle with Kafusi. And last tackle, centre field, go right to Hines. Out the back to Kennedy. Dinks the ball through. Maybe a bit too much weight on it. Ooh, a knock on from the Sharks. Going to be a 7 tackle set for the Panthers. So a tap from Edwards. Hands it off to Alamotti. And he'll make almost 10. 9 metres there. Cole to Laurie. He'll take the next carry through the middle. Just shy of the 40. Cole scoots from dummy half. He'll take a carry just shy of halfway. Kenny to Edwards, shifting left. Garner. So now the Panthers in Sharks territory on the 3rd tackle. Smith to Yeo to Clearary. Just goes himself, waiting for that Clearary magic. When will we get it? It's not a question of if, it's just when. Into the middle with Yeo, who's going to straighten up and take a carry. Last tackle. Kenny goes short side right to Clearary, chips high. Kennedy goes up, takes it cleanly. So the backs for the Sharks looking pretty reliable under the high ball for the most part. So good job from those guys there. Iro with the next carry. Stopped on the 10. Hines to Mulatalo. They're still stuck inside their own end. 15 minutes gone in this game. Ramian, the try scorer, shifting the ball right. Stone Street has plenty of room to move. Good defensive work there from Dylan Edwards. Looking for a quick play of the ball. Gets one. Hines eating up the metres through the middle to Trindle down the left. Looking to chip the ball across. Maybe not looking for a try, but looking to put some pressure on the Panthers. So I think either way, pretty smart. So Edwards has to carry it from inside his own 10. The Sharks just had to do it. Your turn now, Penrith. Laurie is going to have to carry the ball out the back a few times. Probably not used to this kind of work. Cleary on the 20, hands it to Garner. Kenny to Cleary. Across to Liotta. Big hit on Liotta from Trindle. 16 minutes gone. Last tackle. The Panthers, or Cleary, will kick with a lot of spiral from his own 40. Kennedy takes it cleanly enough. Has to drop in order to deal with it, but takes it. And he's met by Liam Martin. Trindle now to Mulatalo. Not much ground made there from Ronaldo. Ramian down the right edge, over the 30. A few metres shy of the 40 now, inside Sharks territory. Hines, at dummy half, gives it to Kennedy. Fakes the pass off to McInnes and just goes himself. Fourth tackle, Brayley to Hines, going left. Pops it up to Kafusi. Stopped on the Panthers 40, so they can pin them back into the corners now. They go short side left to Trindle. Plenty of height on the kick. Dylan Edwards is up, takes it cleanly. Good defensive work. Or good work from the backs, I mean. Not defensive work, you know what I mean. From the Panthers and the Sharks at the moment. Safe under the high ball. Oh, it was pushed by Mulatalo first. They actually somehow recovered that. Interesting. Kenny hands the ball off to Cole, then to Clearary, then to Edwards. They shift right, and it's just a pathetic knock-on. As Panthers, very uncharacteristic at the moment. Very uncharacteristic. I'm just thinking, is it possible for the Panthers, like going forwards, could they have maybe transitioned Edwards to a number 6 and Laurie to the fullback, or Laurie as the number 6 and instead? Is Schneider the better option? Is Talangi the better option? Well, they've gone with Jack Cole. We'll see how he does. So, Papali'i is on for Liotta. Strong performance from Papali'i for New Zealand during the Pacific Championship, so we'll see how he gets on tonight. But the Sharks in great field position again on the Panthers 20. They go left to Trindle. Switches back to Teague Wilton, met by Liam Martin. Reliable defender. So still 20 metres out. Kafusi with a carry through the middle. Ball comes loose. Yo recovers it. So the Panthers are let off with that one. Edwards shifting left. Loops the ball over the top to Garner. It is going to bounce forward, but the pass was lateral according to the referee. So that's all good. Papali'i on with his first carry for the Panthers. Alamotti with the next carry. Kenny to Edwards, takes a carry of the gut. Still a lot of the basics being done from the Panthers, waiting for some more expansive stuff. And it's a penalty, or incorrect play of the ball maybe? Yeah, incorrect play of the ball. Sharks will have possession inside the Panthers' territory. So, just been really, really disappointing from the Panthers to start this game as we're about to finish the first quarter. Just not good enough at all. So 40 metres to go for the Sharks. Fanua Blake with the first carry through the middle. That is now 20 minutes gone in this game. Brayley waits. Left to Trindle. Switches back to Iro. So the Sharks completed 11 of 12 sets here. Very high completion rate. Fanua Blake to Hines. Great ball to Nakora. But then just can't get the ball off to Stone Street accurately enough as he's being brought down. Disappointed with himself, but good intent from the Sharks again. Do look a little bit dangerous on that right side. So, can maybe punish the Panthers as the clock ticks later into the game. So, Alamotti with the first carry for the Panthers now. Kenny, and dummy off. Hands it to Tango, who takes the carry through the middle. Gets over the... gets 3 defenders. Edwards looking for a quick play of the ball, being held, but they get a fairly quick play of the ball. Clearary, again, hasn't really, So Kenny is currently bleeding at the moment. Hopefully the Panthers can continue. They don't just force stoppage. So it's with Clearary. Ball is high. Mulatalo's been reliable. Pretty sure he knocks on there. Knock on from the Sharks. Mulatalo leaps. Or did it touch the arm of Liam Martin first? Well, the Panthers now only 20 metres out. Crowd 45,209. Is that right now? Is that the max it's been? Edwards, corner cul-de-sac, shifting back towards the left, switches back to Yo. We'll just straighten up, take a few metres, and that's it. Panthers not looking particularly great at the moment. Can they connect? So there we go. Sorensen getting involved with a carry. Yo switches back to Smith. The Panthers in centre field. They're only about 6 metres out. Kenny waits at dummy half, in between the sticks. He goes right to Clearary. Then to Edwards. Switches back to Tango. They've done that a couple times. So there must be something that they have seen or worked on for this Sharks team. Smith. Chance for Smith. Oh, that is knocked out by Kennedy. Great defensive work from Kennedy. So, I wonder what's going to happen here. So, great chance for the Panthers to answer back. Good defensive work from Kennedy. Okay, so knock on in the in-goal area. Is that going to be a 7-tackle set then for the Sharks? The fact that that's referred to as a knock-on is ridiculous. So, 17 minutes to go in the first half. Hazelton is now on. Stone Street. Massive hit from Papali'i there. And Cole. Brayley. To Ramian through the middle. Third tackle coming up for the Sharks. Brayley goes left to Hazelton. Sharks up to the 40 on the fourth tackle. Brayley waits into the middle with Fanua Blake. Straight into Sorensen. Makes it over halfway. So the Sharks again in Panthers territory. They go left to Trindle. Now it's last tackle on the 40. To the middle with Hines. Kicks high. And cleanly taken from Dylan Edwards. Very cleanly taken. Dean Laurie with a carry, and he is dragged back a few metres from the Sharks. Garner, next carry up to the 20. Tango with a carry up to the 30. Kenny to Cleary. He goes for a 40-20 attempt here. Has he got the distance and angle? Oh, it's pushed back in. Kennedy's recovered it. Bloody hell. Can't believe it. Bloody hell. Kennedy twice. Incredible. Well, the Sharks inside their own 10. So, Kennedy was technically out of play there. So, bit of spiral on the kick on the last tackle from the Sharks. Edwards moving left. Laurie, bit of room to run. Garner with space to move down the left. 35 metres out for the Panthers. With Cole towards the middle. He's going to take a carry himself. Panthers on the front foot with plenty of momentum. Edwards through the middle. Skipping. making a few players miss. Finally brought it down about 15 metres out. Kenny waits, slightly towards the left, towards the centre with Clearary. Pops it up to Liam Martin. The Panthers only 11 metres out. 14 minutes to go. Clearary looks to pop the ball up, but Hazelton's there to stop him. Kenny on the last tackle to Yeo. Straightens up. Isaiah Yeo is gonna go in. Finally, we see a response from the Panthers. Been a little bit basic for my liking so far, but basic works for them. It finally works. Isaiah Yeo, there he is. The importance of this man cannot be understated. You need him to carry, he'll carry. You need him to act as a halfback, he'll act as a halfback. Isaiah Yeo between the sticks. So you'd imagine this is going to be Panthers taking the lead. And that's why I've put it as 6 already. A bit of space behind the ruck. I don't know how that formed. But there's a bit of space behind the ruck. Yo's now barking orders. Nathan Clearary with the conversion. It's only 33 points off Ryan. Was it Gridler? Did it say Gridler? I didn't see the full thing. The kick is good, so that's 6-4 for the Panthers. Great stuff from Isaiah Yeo. Fantastic player. Absolutely brilliant. Oh, out on the full from kickoff. Straight to Edwards. He puts a foot in touch. So he's going to earn a penalty from the halfway line. Prime example of bad to worse for the Sharks there. They have started this game exceptionally well. Great job from Dylan Edwards. Fantastic. So the Panthers can extend their lead here. Because if they can get a try and a kick, Cronulla needs to score twice to retake the lead. It's with Cole and to Clearary. Then Sorensen, big hit on Sorensen. So in centre field with Kenny. Still bleeding a little bit with Cole. Switches back to Smith. Gets the offload to Kenny. Looks left to Cole. He had Papali'i in support but didn't choose to go with him. Second tackle for the Panthers on the 20. Towards the middle with Smith. Takes the carry himself. Panthers now only about 11 or 12 metres out. They go right to Yeo. To Clearary. Dinks the ball over the top. Oh my God. I was waiting. It was worth the wait. Nathan Clearary, you freak. You absolute freak of nature. First actual proper moment from Nathan Clearary. I had no idea what he was doing then. From the angle from the camera, I thought he just completely messed up the kick. But he just dinked it straight over the top. I thought he was kicking it to the corner and he just overdone it. But no, it was just a slightly more direct kick for Tango to run onto. Puts the ball down. And there you go. 10-4 for the Panthers with a kick to come. So they can really, really punish the Sharks from the mistake from the kickoff. Brilliant. Nathan Clearary, there he is. As I said before, It's not a case of if, it's when. When was just then. ...160 try assists for Nathan Clearary in his career. I wonder what the all-time list is for assists. I wonder. Because he's got so many years left in his career. He could be right up there. So, you'd expect him to get this kick. Sometimes they're a little bit awkward when they're off to the side. And the kick's good from Nathan Clearary. So the Sharks now, after a great start, just make a couple mistakes, get punished off the back of it. And now they have to score twice to retake the lead. Beautiful from Nathan Clearary. Beautiful. 9.5 minutes to go in the first half. 12-4 for the Panthers. So, the Sharks to kick off. More reliable this time. 9.5 minutes left. Sorensen with the first carry in this set. Plays a ball for Kenny. Alamotti. So to do a little bit of work out the back for the Panthers. Kenny waits. To Smith through the middle. Kenny goes left to Yo. Switches back to Papali'i. Strong hit onto Papali'i there. Hazelton. Really good defensive work from him today so far. Since he's been on. Yo through the middle. Kenny on last tackle goes right to Clearary, who kicks from just behind the halfway line. Kennedy, easy take there for him. Shifting left. Maybe an arm around the neck from Tango there, but it's all good. Mulatalo with the next carry, just shy of the 20. Trindle, 8.5 minutes to go. It's waiting to curl it up. Takes it over the 20, then dragged back onto the 20 from 3 Panthers defenders. Brayley, third tackle, hands it to Ramian. Good carry from Jesse Ramian up to the 30. Possession in the last 10 minutes is 73% of the way to the Panthers and 67% of territory. Damn. So last tackle, they go short side right to Trindle. Plenty of height on that. Edwards is typically reliable. Once again, takes it cleanly. So the Panthers will start this set with 7 minutes and 45 seconds to go in the first half on the 20. Dean Laurie. Next carry through the middle. Kenny. Hands the ball off to Alamotti. Up to the 40. Decent carries there. On the front foot now. Is that Patea? Yeah, Patea with the next carry, or his first one for the Panthers. So Edwards with a bit of room to manoeuvre through the middle, just eating up some metres here and there. But last tackle for the Panthers. Go right to Clearary. Kicks high, so a lot of height but not much distance. Ball is knocked backwards by the Panthers. Clearary looking for room to run, hands it to Tango. Skips through the middle, dinks the ball through. Straight into the hands of Kennedy, who takes it cleanly. Trying to shift off a few players. A few missed tackles from the Panthers. Kennedy finally brought down on the 30. So good return from Kennedy. He's had a pretty solid game today so far. He's done a good job. Sharks up to the 40. Excuse me. Ugh. It is 5 a.m. So please excuse me. Brayley. Next carry through the middle. I believe that's... is that Talakai? It is. CSC for Talakai is now on for the Sharks. There's an offload to Hines. Switches back to Nikora. Looking to shrug off a few players. Gets an offload. Possibly a 6 again. A fresh set for the Sharks. Only 20 metres out. Great chance to answer back now with 6 minutes to go. They'll certainly want to make this a 1-point game. Or 1-score game, I should say. Before they go into the sheds. So Talakai A strong carry through the middle. Brayley goes right to Hines. He straightens up himself. Ruck infringement from the Panthers, so a 6 again. Penalty against the Panthers. So, of course, on the 10, they'll tap and go. Great chance to set something up. Shift the ball a little bit. Maybe go for a repeat set. Hamlin UL8. Now only 4 metres out. Trindle between the... Oh, sorry, not Trindle. Brayley between the sticks goes right to Trindle. Pops up to Ramian. Already been dangerous with one line. Almost got himself a second try. Brayley pops up to Hazleton. He's going to go over the try line, but he's going to be held up pretty comfortably with just 5 minutes to go in the first half. Third tackle. Hines, shift left. Switches back to Talakai. Tough to bring down. Left stick. Right to Trindle. Straightens up. Dinks the ball through. Trindle to Nikora. Beautifully done. Beautifully done. Leveraging momentum down the right-hand side. Great heads-up play from Trindle. Good work from the Sharks. Good work. So good work from the Sharks there to answer back. If they can add the extras, I'll put a bit more pressure on the Panthers, which means another try would give them the lead. So the kick from Trindle looks a little bit tricky here. Trindle steps up and the kick is just about good enough. So, 2-point game now. The Sharks are on the march. 12-10 in favour of the Panthers with just 3 minutes and 16 seconds to go in the first half. It's getting cold in this room now. I should have put the heating on. Might do it half time. Yeah, solid game so far. The Panthers weren't really at the races for the first quarter, but they've switched it on. A knock on from Hines in the in-goal area from the kickoff. This is... Ben Hunt-esque. So, a dropout from the Sharks. They choose to go short, as a lot of NRL teams do. Batted back in from Mulatalo. Recovered by Yo. But he knows he's knocked the ball on. So, the Sharks get away with that. Can't remember what score I went with, by the way. I know it was close-ish. I went with 18-12... to the Panthers. That's where I went with. Which is doable. Because if the Sharks get a penalty, they could go for 2 to equalise. And then one more try later on. So it's, you know, potential. It's on. It's on. The Sharks in possession with 1 minute and 45 seconds to go. Stone Street takes it over their own 20. They could go for a 2-point drop goal. If they get into good field position, that's always a possibility. Forgot about that. Talakai Very large body, brought down on the 30, a minute and a half left. Third tackle, Hamlin-Ueli. Over the 40. Fourth tackle. So could be in a good position for a 2-point field goal, maybe. Have to work a bit more through the middle. Hazelton. So they could go for it. I don't think they're going to, but they could go for it. They go left to Trindle. Plenty of height, not much distance though. Mulatalo knocks on. Complaining to the ref. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. He just knocked on. So a minute to go in this game. Sorry, in the half. 45 seconds left. Kenny, second tackle. Looks forward to Laurie. Kenny to Clearary. Edwards, sorry. Ugh. Liam Martin. Into enemy territory. Just about plays the ball comfortably enough. Tango. So there could be the possibility. Cleary steps back a little bit. Cleary from behind the 40 goes for 2. Cleary doesn't get it. So there's only 5 seconds to go. Sharks can tap, maybe go for something cheeky here right before the end of the half. Wasn't far off, just wide. Hooter sounds. And that's going to do it for the first half. So there we go. It's half time, folks. It is half time. 12-10. We've got ourselves a game. Sharks, first to put up points, looked pretty good. Panthers looked a little bit lethargic. Didn't really have an idea. A bit disconnected, a bit disjointed. But eventually, spread the ball early in the tackle count. Got themselves on the front foot. Put the Sharks under pressure. Got them out of shape defensively. And Isaiah Yeo with the heads-up play to punish them through the middle. Right. So, it's been a solid first half. Very solid. So, we'll have a 15-minute break before the final 40 minutes of the day. God, it's been a long day. I didn't even watch the women's game. I think if I'd watched that as well, to like have to commentate all the games, I'd be absolutely screwed right now. But both teams, things to clean up. Both teams also doing some good stuff. A lot of good individual moments for the Sharks. I'd say Kennedy has been extremely helpful. Strong carries from Talakai and Fanua Blake. They've been helpful as well. Anyone else? Nikora, obviously. Trindle's been taking care of the kicking game relatively well. And then on the side of the Panthers, Nathan Cleary. He's only really had one moment in this game, but it's worthy of a try. That's how dangerous he can be. Yo, great stuff. Smith with a lot of carries. So, a few individuals here and there. Just keeping it going. Right, folks, I'm not really taking a break. I'm going to go downstairs. Sorry. Again, to anyone that's in Australia, it's 5:20 a.m. So I'm just going to go quickly put the heating on because it's freezing. And yeah, I'll be back shortly. So just bear with me. Right, I'm back. Hopefully it can get nice and toasty in here very soon. That would be great. Get that radiator up. Right. Cables, bit funny there. Okay. So just figuring out. At least to set an alarm for later. The problem is, I'm tired, but I'm not tired enough to sleep yet. That's the problem. And I've got to be up for a game later, what time does it start at? 2:50. Have I messed that up? Might have done. I got the wrong time. Okay, so I've set that at the wrong time. That's all good. We'll just change it. 2:45. Okay. So let's set an alarm, shall we? 2:45, 2:30, 2:20. Okay. 2:20 p.m. Okay, so by the time this game is done, I should hopefully have 8 hours before I need to get up for Leeds versus Castleford later. So, yeah. So in terms of subscribers, 5,143, incredible. Only hit 5k a day or two ago, maybe 3. So the support is greatly appreciated. Greatly appreciated indeed. Okay. So, second half, I think we'll see a bit more of the same. Wouldn't be surprised if the scoreline's replicated in the second half and it's 24-20, which would have been my Raiders versus Warriors prediction. Exact. But this is kind of what I expected, though. Both teams to be pretty solid defensively, but the Panthers to possibly have some issues. Would still like the Panthers to win. 1 for my prediction, 2 for the bet. That would be nice. If I'm honest, it would be nice. So I've still got a... Oh, I have a £25... Oh, God, I thought it said it won then. Bloody hell, it's just saying in play. You nearly got me. You nearly got me. But yeah, thank you very much for helping me get to 5k subscribers. Greatly appreciated. Is it time to smack the Sharks plus 220? I mean, if you've got the confidence in your tender loins, if the confidence is there, Brock, you need to go for it. If you're feeling it, do it. Get it done. when I was on a walk before, because I went for a walk during the women's game. Yeah, fair enough. Do what you think is right. Do what you think is right, mate. Hate to go against a bet though. I know what you mean, because it's almost like you can. This is the thing, right? Because I took the Raiders to win. The Warriors were favourites, but the thing is, everything about the lineups screamed Raiders are winning this. The forward pack looks stronger to me, and well, maybe slightly towards the Warriors, but the backs looks pretty heavily in favour of the Raiders. Yet the Raiders were underdogs. And I'm thinking, I feel like I kind of know what I'm talking about. What do they know that I don't? Why are the Warriors favourites? So, but you know, it's weird. It's always weird. I do know what you mean. So, hopefully we get underway soon. Hopefully. So you're not even sure how long we've got till the half starts. But yeah, as I was saying, I went for a walk before during the women's game. I tried to record some post-match review videos for the first two games, and I just couldn't get it together. So yeah, I just think I'll either do it if I wake up naturally before the Leeds Catalans game later, or I'll do all of them, including Leeds Catalans, after that game. You got any other picks going tonight? Fiending a tail. The only bet I've got on right now is just I need Panthers to win. I had the Raiders to win and the Panthers to win. I stuck a tenner on it. The cash out's £22.56. So I could make £12.56 profit right now if I want to. But if it wins, I'll make £28 profit. So I might just leave it for now. That's all I've got. Until we've had a few rounds and we can see the stats for like which team leaks more tries on which edge, which team scores more tries on which edge, then I'll maybe start backing try scorers. But for now, I think I'll have to just wait. I'm just going to drop a few ads in since it's half time. But as per usual, there'll be none during the game. Roosters versus Broncos. That's going to be a good game. That's going to be interesting. We'll see how Chad Townsend gets on in the new number 7 role. And the Broncos, what are they going to look like? That's going to be interesting. But there will be a predictions video, an NRL predictions video for the rest of round 1. That will be on Tuesday night. It will normally, for you guys, it'll be Tuesday night, if most of you in here are Australians. Or in that region, anyway. I think squads come out at 4 PM for you guys. That's normally about 7 AM for me. So I'll try and get a video done as soon as the teams come out. But we'll see. We'll have to see. But NRL predictions round 1 will be out Tuesday or Wednesday. I'm also, by the way, going to be doing power rankings. I've done power rankings for the last year for Super League. I'm going to be doing power rankings for the NRL. And the way that those work is they're based usually off form. You take into account the team that they played against, and then taking into account recent form to give you power rankings, which basically means what is the strength of competition as it stands right now. There is the league table, but power rankings are a different thing. And it's just, some people find it a bit weird, but it's just a way to briefly recap each team and just to kind of get into them a little bit. Has Craig Bellamy never lost an opening round? Ever? Incredible. Melbourne Storm should be a good game, hopefully. I hope so. Who have they got again? Let's have a look. Who have they got? Eels. That's an interesting one. Because I'm not sure about the Eels right now. They've got no Adokar until, is it round 5 or something like that? But Lomax will be interesting. Oh, we're getting underway, folks. We're getting underway. Let's get that off. The second half has started. This is the final stint of Las Vegas, folks. So Kenny at dummy half. Yo takes the carry from the 10 up to the 20. Papali eat weird the next carry. Drop from plus 220 to 200. Everyone hopping on Sharks. Maybe. Maybe. So out the back to Nathan Clearary. Kicks from behind the 40. That's a minute gone. Kennedy will return serve from the 20. It's dragged back over it from 3 defenders. Good work. Stone Street, next carry, only makes a few metres there. Is this heating on or not? The heating is on, but I'm still freezing. This radiator does nothing in my room. Absolutely nothing. Brayley to Hazelton. Fourth tackle, Sharks, now over the halfway mark. Oof. Big hit from Hamlin-Ueli. Brayley to Hines, kicks from centre field. The ball's going to bounce. Recovered by Alamotti, who's on the 20. Clearary waits a dummy half. So, interesting to see how this half unfolds. I would very much like a Panthers win, because I would like my predictions to be 100% so far, and I would like £28 profit. That would be nice. Which I believe is roughly 50 Australian dollars, I think. Usually when I convert pounds to Australian dollars, I just kind of double. I think that's pretty much how you convert. It's near enough. So Nathan Clearary kicks on the last tackle inside Sharks territory. Kennedy's underneath it, takes it cleanly. Mulatalo got in his way, unfortunately. Damn. Britton Nickera stopped on the 10. Mulatalo with the next carry, met by 4 defenders. I thought the ball came loose then, but it didn't. Stone Street over the 20 for the Sharks. That's 3 minutes gone in the second half. Brayley in the middle to Braden Trindle, who's going to go for a 40-20 here. Decent angle, decent distance. Alamotti collects just in front of the try line. So good effort from Trindle. Few decent 40-20 attempts here in this game. Cleary to Edwards. Early ball across to Garner. And he'll make his way up to the 20. Cole to Laurie. Having to adjust to life as a winger during this game with McLean going off very early. So a lot of work for the smaller individuals. An offload from Papali'i. So 4 minutes gone. Fourth tackle. The Panthers over their own 40. So all the 4s. Smith, just shy of halfway. So this will go right to Cleary. Taken cleanly from Kennedy. And nothing silly from the Panthers as of yet, defensively. Kale Ito with the next carry up to the 30. The Sharks with a bit of work to do to get the ball out their own end, but not in dire territory. Comfortable enough here. But I'd say field position is maybe slightly in favour of the Panthers right now. Almost an intercept. Comes up with Braden Hamlin-Uele. Bumping off players left, right and centre. And now the Sharks are going to start a fresh set 40 metres out. 35 minutes to go. Again, my exact score prediction for this game was 18-12 to the Panthers. It's still on. And if the Sharks end up with a penalty here, they could go for 2. So, Brayley, centre field, goes left to Hines. CSC for Talakai. Takes it to about 13 metres out. 12 or 13. Brayley goes left. Kennedy skips back towards the right. Hines. Across to Braden Trindle. Switches back to Jesse Ramian. Still cutting. Left and right. Stopped on the 10. Finally. 4th tackle. Brayley. Slightly towards the right, into the middle with Hines. Out the back to Kennedy. Across to Teague Wilton. Strong hit on him there, but he's brought down 4 metres out. Brayley. On the last. Hines, direct line. That could be a try for the Sharks. Braden Hamlin-Uele is very confident. No try given on field. So, let's have a gander at this one. Let's have a gander at this one. I think he may have lost possession. Maybe lost possession as he rolled over the ball. Not 100% sure. Well, fair enough. It's not going to be a try, unfortunately, for the Sharks. No try. So all those people that went on that bet for the Sharks just crushed, absolutely crushed. Yo plays the ball for Kenny. Isaac Tango from the 10 takes a carry just short of the 20. Kenny waits. Hands the ball off to Eisenhuth, who's now on for the first time in this match. A carry from Dylan Edwards through the middle up to the 30. Third tackle now for the Panthers. Kenny waits a dummy half in centre field. Goes right to Liam Martin. Bumps over. Is that Teague Wilton? It is. 4th tackle. Charge down from Hazelton. And it's going to be a fresh set for the Panthers. So 40-20 attempt from Clearary. Batted down from Hazelton, who's been solid defensively today so far. And the Panthers get a fresh set from roughly just in front of their own 30. Over the 40 from Alamotti. It's with Yo in the middle. Spreading left to Cleary. Then to Papali'i. Strong line there. Trying to get a quick play of the ball. Through the middle with Smith. Then to Yo. Out the back to Dylan Edwards. Ball across. Ends up in the hands of Alamotti. He's got a bit of room to run. Can eat up the meters. Good scramble from the Sharks. Nathan Cleary's not in a good way. So with Kenny. 6 again. Rookie infringement. So the Panthers can extend the lead here. Oh, Cleary's not looking good at all. Isaiah Yo switches back to Smith. Panthers only about 8 or 9 metres out. Kenny waits between the sticks. Right to Cole. Switches back to Tango. They've done this a couple times this game. Switched it back to Tango, so must be something they've seen. Tango lost possession. Oh no, penalty against the Panthers. I thought he'd just dropped it there. Someone in the crowd screaming. Don't know what that was for. So Eisenhuth straightens up. Kenny, in front of the right stick, goes left to Yo. Switches back to Smith. It's with Kenny. Cleary on the right. Then to Edwards. Switches back to Isaac Tango. It's the same again. Must be something that they've previewed and they've planned for. Must be. Kenny. Bullet across to Clearary. Then to Cole. To Laurie. Beautiful finish from Laurie in the corner. So, they did the same setup twice, switching back to Tango. And they've done that plenty of times this game. And I'm thinking, what the hell are they doing with this? But there must be something they're seeing in how the Sharks react to that. Maybe it's trying to draw Kennedy into the line. That might be what they're trying to do. Draw him into the line. Leave the space behind the defensive line. That might be the idea. Just to bring him in. And they spread the ball down the left. There we go. Good work from the Panthers. They're going to extend the lead. So it's going to be 16-10 for the Panthers. With a very important kick. It's going to make the Sharks have to work from another 2-try deficit. Try confirm. Took a little while there, but we got there in the end. So we now have 30 minutes to go. The final half hour of the day. Nathan Clearary from the touchline. Nathan Clearary. Someone throwing something at him, which is stupid. Absolute moron. Absolute moron. Clearary. Yeah, piss off, you idiot. Nails it. Absolute idiot. Throwing stuff at him. Yes, it's like a bit of tissue or whatever. Trying to do that shit. Idiot. Well, Nathan Clearary nails it. Absolutely nails it. Morons in the crowd, honestly. Stupid. Right between the stick. Beautiful. Well, it was like a bit of paper, like tissue, something like that. But they threw it onto the pitch right in front of Nathan Clearary as he's setting up for the kick. Like, as he's probably about to start taking the steps forward. And he just throws it back into the crowd. It's like some idiot's trying to distract him or do something stupid. And the fact he just nailed it anyway. Just shows what kind of player he is. He's ridiculously good. Moses Liotta with a strong carry through the middle. And it's going to be the last tackle for the Panthers. With an 8-point lead now, Nathan Clearary. High ball for Kennedy, takes cleanly. Alan Marty straight in there, sunshine. Molotalo's not happy about something. Penalty for the Panthers here. Atkinson's also on for the Sharks. What is Molotalo doing? Salagander. Okay, maybe he wasn't happy with a potential high shot from Martin. That might have been what he was unhappy with. Yeah, Molotalo must have thought Liam Martin hit Kennedy high. So, penalty for the Panthers. They could just go for 2, but they've already got an 8-point lead. Might as well just tap and go. Because if they get another try, I think this is out of reach for the Sharks. So, I don't think my exact score prediction is going to happen. 18-12 Only way I see it happening is the Sharks get a penalty right at the end and go for 2, and no one else scores, and that's it. So, yeah, Panthers got this one. I'm pretty sure. I'll be fully confident if they get another try here. I think it's still possible for the Sharks, but we'll just have to see if the Panthers score. Shift right with Clearary. Edwards, beautiful ball movement. The Panthers do score. I think that's it. Just too much of a mountain to climb for the Sharks now, I think. They've done some good stuff, some good work, decent challenge, but the Panthers, as time has gone on, just been too clean, too clinical. Great ball handling. Great ball handling. And that's 22-10, 12-point lead. Now, again, a kick from the touchline, 12 points with 27 minutes to go is not impossible. But now if Nathan Cleary makes that 14, they're going to score 3 tries in half an hour. So we shall see. So, good start to my predictions. Correct with the Raiders, correct with the Panthers. I went with 1 to 12 for both. It is technically 12 for the Panthers right now. So, I don't mind if I'm incorrect with the margins, as long as I'm right with the games. And my bet as well could be winning myself £28 profit. Wouldn't mind that. Nathan Cleary was a little bit sluggish in the first half. Not much happening. But now he's just on it. Freak. Absolute freak. What an absolute lad. Let's get a trumpet, shall we? Let's get a trumpet. Hey. So there we go, 14-point lead for the Panthers, 26 minutes and 40 seconds on the clock as we kick off. Eisenhuth carries the ball over the 20. Second tackle coming up for the Panthers. Kenny waits, 25 metres out. Yo, over the 30. So 26 minutes, or just over 26 minutes on the clock. Third tackle for the Panthers. It's with Cole, then Papali'i, who's done a pretty decent stint. So McInnes coming on. I missed who else that was. 3 in the tackle for the Sharks. Last tackle. In Sharks territory, on the halfway mark, Cleary kicks towards the back right. Sorry. And it's nearly 6 now. Good defensive pressure from the Panthers. There we go. They give away a penalty. So the Sharks can work it out their own end. Maybe come up with something in response. Was there anything wrong with that? Okay. So Trindle's going to kick from behind his own 10. So the Sharks will start a fresh set from the 30. Looking for a ball. Trying to wait for one. Gale Ido will tap. Hand it off to Teague Wilton. So under 25 minutes to go now. First tackle for the Sharks. Trindle in centre field to McInnes, who's now on. Then And with Fanua Blake, he's going to be huge in this last stint. Bit of blood on the face of Brayley. Both hookers now with a bit of a bleed or a cut down the eye. Sharks on the front foot now. Fourth tackle inside Panthers territory on the 30. Hines across. Knocked on from Cole. Sharks will be in great field position now with a fresh set to answer back. They could really do with 6 points ASAP. It's a lot of empty seats. Part of me was thinking it'd be full. Guess not. So scrum for the Sharks, 25 metres out. Brayley waits at dummy half. 21 metres out. McInnes straightens up. Next carry from Atkinson. Off to the Dragons next year, I believe. Brayley towards the left of the sticks. Goes right with Hines. Fanua Blake. Dragging players over the line. Just short. Inches short of the line. Plays the ball for Brayley. Out the back to Hines. Fourth tackle. Shifting left to Trindle. Across to Cale Ido. Brought down by 3. Kennedy waits. To Trindle. He's going to chip the ball to the right-hand side. Oof. Caught on the full by Laurie. I thought he lost it at the end there, but retains possession. Well taken. That was huge. Very important from Dane Laurie. Getting up a little bit gingerly. He does lose possession, but retakes possession before he hits the ground. 22.5 minutes to go. Panthers on their own 20. Alamotti takes it up to the 30. Gets an offload to Edwards. Clearary cross to Martin. Big hit from Mulatalo. Ball is free for the Sharks. Mulatalo spaced. And not enough space to run. Sharks only 10 metres out. Shifting right. Atkinson. Hines. Straightens up. Ooh. Is that a hip drop maybe? No? Okay. Not quite. 10 metres out. Fanua Blake. Straightens up. Sharks only 4 metres out. Great chance to respond. Brayley out the back to Trindle left. Pops the ball up to Iro. What a beautiful ball from Trindle. Very nicely done. Braden Trindle has maybe gone under the radar a little bit here, but has put in a pretty decent shift. Kicking game and some of those passes and little kicks that he's come up with. He's done a pretty good job today. So fair play to Braden Trindle. That's going to be 24-16. So the conversions as well from the touchlines from Clearary has been huge. They will matter if the Sharks can put up another try. So that's 21 minutes to go. Interesting stuff. Ido's boot isn't even on properly. So I'm expecting Trindle to nail this from right in front of the sticks. And he does. 24-16 now, the official score. 20 minutes and 27 seconds to go. Panthers with an 8-point lead. Steve Price, assistant coach for the Sharks, former Wire coach. Warrington Wolves, my team. I do miss him a bit. He did make us a strong team. So, we're going to get underway any second now. Papali'i is off for Sorensen. Papali'i with a very good stint. Apparently there's blood gushing down, apparently. McInnes with his head rocking back. Fanua Blake. Next carry for the Sharks. Strong carry from Adam Fanua Blake. Takes it over the 20. And to Mulatalo. Takes it over the 30. 20 minutes to go. Final quarter of the day, folks. Final quarter. McInnes. To Nikora. Last tackle. Almost up to the Panthers 40. Trindle. With a high bomb. Oof. Bounces off Alamotti. Straight to Teague Wilton. Referee's going to say it's a Sharks ball. Did I not just say 20 minutes left? Final quarter? Did I not just say that? So, scrum is out the back to Mulatalo. Brayley towards the middle with Trindle. Switches back to Adam Fanua Blake. Has had some devastating carries in this game. Sharks really needing points with an 8-point deficit. Trindle to Hines. Ramian is met by defenders. The ball comes loose. Sorensen comes up with possession. Dane Laurie then loses the ball. Damn. Laurie not happy with himself. So the Sharks lose possession in great field position. Then the Panthers lose possession in great field position for the Sharks. Sharks with a scrum about 22 metres out. Hines puts the ball in. Brayley goes right to Ramian. Opening try scorer of the game. So completions, 27 of 33 for the Panthers, 26 of 31 for the Sharks. Not bad. Completion's been pretty solid. Not bad. 17 and a half minutes to go. Second tackle, Brayley in centre field. Switches back to Adam Fanua Blake. Takes a carry through the middle. Third tackle for the Sharks. Inside the Panthers 10. They go right to Trindle. Pops the ball up to Nikora, who knows how to run a strong line. Brayley waits over to the right-hand side. Pops the ball up to Fanua Blake. Stop just short of the line. 17 minutes to go. 6 again for the Sharks. Great opportunity for them. Spread the ball left to Trindle. Out the back to Kennedy. Stop just a few metres short. Mulatalo waits at dummy half. Then the ball is out to Trindle. Steps back towards the left. Inside 10 metres, Mulatalo with possession comes back towards the centre. Oof, ball off to Ramian. Thinks he was tackled without the ball, but Garner ends up with it for the Panthers and up to the 20 already. Oh, now it's a penalty for the Sharks. Penalty against the marker. Marker's not square. Okay. Okay. So Sharks with another fresh set. A lot of pressure down this end. They've got to make it count now. With 16 minutes to go. The ball comes loose. Referee believes it's lost. Do they have a challenge? There is always a hand on the ball there from Eisenhuth. So, a few too many errors from both teams. A little bit sloppy. But the Panthers with possession now. 8-point lead. Just over 15 minutes to go. Second tackle coming up. It now hits the 15-minute mark. Panthers, 35 metres out from their own line. Third tackle, Yo to Liotta. Over the 40. So make about 10 or 11 metres on that play. Fourth tackle, with Yo through the middle. Takes a carry himself into Sharks territory. Last tackle coming up for the Panthers. Going to go right to Clearary. He's going to kick the ball high towards the back right. Pressure onto Kennedy from Alamati and Martin. Martin's there. Good defensively again from Martin. He's been very aggressive with a lot of tackles today, but it's been reliable, which you'd typically expect with Liam Martin. It's Liam Martin. Stone Street over the 20 for the Sharks. Dragged back over it, though. Almost from 3 defenders. That's 14 minutes left on the clock. In the middle with Hines. And to McInnes. Sorry, folks. It is now 6:05 a.m. Oh. I need to sleep before the Leeds and Cass game. Bloody hell. So, a long kick. Ball's going to bounce up nicely for Edwards. On the 20. Brought down 25 metres out from his own line. Panthers will just want to manage the game clock here. If they get into good field position, might not force anything. Probably just be a kick drilled into touch from Nathan Cleary just to run the clock down. But Isaac Tango carries the ball over the 40. Third tackle for the Panthers. Kenny waits a dummy half. Short side right to Liam Martin. Brought down. Now in the Sharks territory. Fourth tackle. It's with Yo. On the back to Cleary. Dinks the ball towards the left-hand side. Just putting Kennedy under a bit of pressure. So not much happening on that one. But just putting the Sharks under a bit of pressure in their own end. Turning the players around. Making them get back on side. Carry through the middle from Teague Wilton over the 30 for the Sharks. Brayley. Hands the ball off to Ramian. And a penalty for the Sharks. High contact from Isaiah Yo. So the Sharks now again going to be in great field position. They've got to do something with it now. Because they've had plenty of possession inside the Panthers' half. And inside the red zone. But they've just not been able to put it together. With the first carry up to the 30. Brayley waits over on the left-hand side of the field. Towards the middle with McInnes. Second tackle coming up. It's now going to be 12 minutes to go. 21 metres out. Hines goes right to Trindle. Pops the ball up to Nicola. He had Kennedy out the back but chose to just play the flat ball. To scoot from Brayley. Hands it off to Fanua Blake. Drags players over the line. Oh, Fanua Blake, you absolute tank. He's got the ball down. What an absolute beast of a human being. You absolute tank. Probably a top 3 prop in the NRL. Probably. In my honest opinion. So this could be a 2-point game very shortly. So for Noah Blake today, 1 try, 5 tackle bust, 19 tackles and 125 run meters. Damn. Thing is with Vanilla Blake, like, he's not just a big lad. He's got a good step if needed. So he can shift if he has to. He's got good ball handling as well. Like, if you need him to link up as you spread the ball, he can do. So this should be an easy one for Trindle. He's going to step up, and the kick is good. It's now a 2-point game. So they could go for a 2-point field goal pretty soon. Maybe they'll be a little bit greedy, try and go for the 4 points. Obviously, it's not a gimme just going for a 2-point drop goal. It's a long way, 40 metres out. So it's a long bloody drop goal, that. So the tries went Sharks, Panthers, Panthers, Sharks, Panthers, Panthers, Sharks, Sharks. Interesting. So we kick off. Kafusi. Down what happened on the left for 10 minutes. Well, both teams, a lot of errors, bit back and forth, very sloppy. But the Sharks had a lot of great field position, a lot of pressure. Didn't really convert anything. But then, eventually found themselves in good field position. Put some points on the board. And the try before that, good work from Braden Trindle. Nice little pass up to, I think it was Kale Iddo. Attacking the line, sees the space. So, Sharks have done some good stuff. Trindle on the last tackle, kicks from about the halfway line. 9.5 minutes to go. Oof, almost dropped from Edwards. Almost. So it's with Dane Laurie, just short of the 20. Kenny to Garnett down the left edge. Kenny again, just short of the 30. Smith through the middle. Fourth tackle, 9 minutes to go. Carry through the middle from Yo. Up to halfway. Last tackle. Kenny goes right to Clearary. Same kicks again. Back right corner, straight to Kennedy. Share link, please. I'm not sure what you mean. Not sure what link. I'm watching this on TV. I'm not watching it from a dodgy thing. If that's what you mean. So Hines at dummy half hands the ball off to Jesse Ramian. Hines goes down the right edge, hands it off to Stone Street. Fourth tackle. Now the Sharks enter Panthers territory again. Sharks might win. Sharks go left with Trindle. Kicks from the 40. Edwards takes it cleanly. Get ready for the Tango formation. We shall see. So, Alamotti. So, how are the Panthers going to play this? Are they going to try and be expansive when they get in the middle third? Are they going to just try and kick to the corners still? Let the ball run out? Let the clock run down? How are they going to play this one? Well, it's up to Nathan Cleary. And if there's anyone you trust to manage this situation, it's Nathan Cleary. So, Smith with a carry for the Panthers on the fourth tackle. Last tackle coming up now. Just behind the 40, Nathan Cleary kicks high and long. Plenty of distance on that. And another carry that Kennedy has to bring out. Shifts towards the left. Gets the ball off to Mulatalo. Statistically the fastest guy in the league. Liam Martin with a huge tackle onto Kennedy. Absolutely massive, massive tackle. Do you know what else is massive? No. Grow up. Sharks 30 metres out. Nico Hines, centre field, shifting left to Braden Trindle. Pops it up to Teague Wilton. That's a strong, strong tackle from Nathan Clearary. That's actually huge. Trindle pops the ball up to McInnes. 6.5 minutes left. The Sharks are a metre out on the last tackle, right in front of the sticks. They go right to Trindle. Straightens up. Oh. Come on. Come on, Panthers. I've got money on you here. I've got money on you. Bit of a limp for Trindle. Panthers just need to be clean on both sides of the ball now. On their own 10. Garner with the first carry makes about 5 or 6 metres. Edwards to Papali'i. Is that Papali'i? It is. So he had a bleed before, but he's all good. Laurie through the middle. Believes he was hit high, maybe. But Panthers on the front foot. Cleary to Martin. Breaks free. Liam Martin eats up the metres through the middle. Great return set from the Panthers here after being under quite a bit of pressure. Edwards darting left. Gets the ball off and it's knocked on by Ramian, so they are now in cracking field position. I think if the Panthers score next and they get the conversion, I think that's it. But if they just get a try and don't convert, I think that the Sharks will certainly throw the ball around it and could take it to overtime. So there is a scrum for the Panthers on the Sharks 20. Laurie is going to play the ball in. It's out to Cleary. Switches back to Liam Martin. Panthers now 17 metres out. They go left to Cole. Out the back to Cleary. Then across to Garner. Out to Laurie. That could be it. That could be it. Good hands from the Panthers. Really nicely executed there. Beautifully done. That's 28. If Cleary nails this kick again. If he nails this kick again. Oh my goodness. How many times are the Panthers going to take a commanding lead? But when they need the kick to be perfect, Cleary just ices it and just makes it awkward for the Sharks to be able to come back. Panthers got 28. Can they get 30? Can they get 30? Really good hands down the left-hand side. So 3.5 minutes to go. They'll let the clock run as much as possible. So that's already going to be tough for the Sharks. But oh my God, if Cleary nails this. Mate, this heating's been on for ages and I'm still freezing. What is going on? Cleary right from the touchline. 4 for 4 tonight with the goals. So is an idiot going to throw something in front of him this time? Possibly not. They've probably got a bit of security over there just to make sure it doesn't happen. Go on, Nathan. I want him to ice this. Come on, lad. The kick is... Oh, it drifts just left. Oh, there's a game now. There's a game. Oh, that would have been it. That would have been game over. Right there if he got that. So the Sharks will kick off. They could go short, try and recover it. I think the best bet is just go long, put in a strong defensive shift. It looks like that's what they're going to do. So it's a 6-point game with 2 minutes and 49 seconds left. Oh, they do go short. They back the ball back. Sharks have possession. Ramian is going to play the ball about 32 metres out. Stone Street takes the next carry. 2.5 minutes to go. This is going to get spicy. On the 20 now for the Sharks. Hines, centre field, switches back to Adam Fanua-Blake. Decent carry. Sharks now about 13 metres out. In centre field, Brayley to Hines on his left. Pops it up to McInnes. Brayley left of the sticks. Just hands it off to... Was that Talakai? Might have been. It was. Last tackle. McInnes, Hines, shifting right. Trindle. Ramian. Oh, stop just short. Bloody hell. The thing is as well, if Nathan Clearary missed any of those other kicks from the touchline, mate, that's a 4-point game. And that's the Panthers under pressure. So the fact that they can afford to concede a try, but if it's on the touchline, then Trindle will need to be pinpoint with the kick. It was 1:25 to go, folks. What a long day this has been. And as a Warrington Wolves fan, it's been, well, slightly tainted. But Kenny's got space to run. I don't even know what happened there. So the Panthers in enemy territory now. 1:08 to go. Cleary will just take a carry himself. Oh no, he'll switch it back to Sorensen. So they've got a fresh set. They can just use up the clock as much as possible. Pin the Sharks back. They'll have to force them to go for something wild off the back of this. They could always try one. Probably not the best move, but they could always try one and just make sure it's definitely no funny business. But they'll just try and eat up as much of the clock as possible. They'll play the ball 19 metres out. Smith through the middle. Feels like he's had no breaks this game. Kenny, last tackle, slow to play the ball. It's with Cleary. Straight through the middle with Papali'i. So they turn over the ball with 23 seconds to go. Sharks are going to go crazy. You want to get Mulatalo in space. That's what you want. Statistically fastest in the game. 15 seconds to go. It's with Trindle. Either back to Hines. Raymond's got a bit of space. Why would you do that? You probably didn't need to do that. Panthers win the game. Full time. That's also the bet one. Thank God for that. Well, what a game we got in the end. It was a little bit sloppy in the first 15 minutes or so, especially from the Panthers. But boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, I do want to say thank you very much. If you've been here with me all day, from Wakefield vs Saints to Wigan vs Warrington to Raiders vs Warriors, now to this, if you've been with me all day, thank you so much for being here. To those that have put messages in the chat, thank you for not just leaving me stranded, because I never know with the Australian games. We started at 4:15 in the morning over here, and most of my regulars are English Super League fans, so to anyone here, thank you for stopping by. I'm going to drop a couple ads in there, I think, but yeah, thank you very much. This has been one hell of a day, and as a Wire fan, it's a little bit disappointing still. So I will be making match review videos for all the games today that I've watched on TikTok. The link is in the description down below. So I'll be posting that probably after I've done Leeds vs Castleford later on. But yeah, I'm going to end the stream now, get some bloody sleep. Thanks again. And yeah, I will be posting a stream schedule in the community tab. I also post stream schedules weekly on TikTok as well as these new logo swap videos if you haven't seen them. But yeah, that is going to be it, folks. Thanks for watching. See you next time.